Oh yeah, it's that time. We're busting out the Krone Daddy and some other big tractors, you know what I'm saying? We got the Forage harvester out with the grass vacuum. How insane is that? Machines are so cool. This is episode 111 of Elk Mountain. What's going on, guys? Dirty Randy here. And, well, another day, another dollar, as they say. I don't know. Who actually says that nowadays? Probably like people that are way too positive at work on a Monday, you know? Ha ha ha. Case of the Mondays. I don't know. Something like that. Either way, we got a lot to get done. I've been up and at 'em early this morning and getting all the animals dealt with. We just finished feeding our chickens, and all of our cows are good to go. They're topped up with as much food as we have available. Water's good, straw's good, all that good stuff. And we got over 200,000 liters of wheat in our silos right now, which is awesome. You'll love to see that. 70 bales stacked up of straw, even better. And we get to use these two monsters today as well, which, I mean, I'm never going to complain about that. Fire up the Krone Daddy, you know what I mean? Get him going. And we'll probably follow along with the forage harvester and the grass vacuum, as I like to call it. At some point, we'll see how that goes. I'd love to get some help out for mowing, but I'm not sure if anyone's available just yet this morning, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but either way, we're going to get everything cut up, and it should be a good time, you know what I mean? We'll get like a big opening lap done, and then see if anyone can get over here, you know. That would be super helpful, but either way, yeah, we want to be collecting all of this. We do have a new bale shelter down there, but it's not going to be used for this cut just yet. We're going to get all of it collected and thrown in to start making some hay in our new hay barn, so that's the game plan there. Alright, we got this big boy on swath dropping, and this is, I believe, our first time using this with our own mower. We've leased it several times before, and it was just like, yep, this is the way to go, this is what we're doing. So yeah, that's kind of been what we've been doing since. So we're gonna go along and just kind of cut our exterior out of here. We really should put up a fence or something, that way we really know how far we can go. Normally we kind of just go to these bushes, but I often wonder how far we can kind of really push that, you know. But we'll keep going up, do our big loop as usual. That seems to get us, honestly, a good amount of grass. And you know, if we really wanted to put the time and effort in, we could roll the field after we're done with it, or fertilize it just to get a little bit more yield out of it. But I mean, I think honestly we're fine unless we really want to maximize how much money we're making, because all of that would honestly just be extras, you know. We certainly wouldn't go through that annually with all of our animals. That being said, let's try and get this lap done here and finish it off. I suppose I could have gone all the way to the road there. Instead I do this weird kind of 45 down to the bushes, but that's alright. Yeah, I feel like I should just go over those bushes, you know what I mean? But that's okay, whatever. It's not the end of the world. We're going to get lots from this field. And like I said, hopefully we can get some help out here. That would be superb, because we got a lot to get done, and we do need to help them out with our other harvests. You know, it's much as I'd like to just be like, yeah, they can do it themselves. You know, I don't think they're that capable. It's not a slam on them. That's just the way it is. I think, luckily, I was able to find some work, someone who's available to work, rather, so that is awesome. That's going to let me fire this guy up, and we already got our grass vacuum on here, so that's even better. I did buy another one of these trailers over the last couple months when one popped up on sale, and I know they can connect. I'm not really sure if they're going to be able, like the pipe is going to be able to reach both, but if it did, that'd be pretty swank. Alright, well this is insanely goofy, and I love it. This is what we're here for. So, I don't know how she's all going to go. We did get somebody else started cultivating our second field. That way that's good to go. We already had everything set up over there. Crazy how far it is. You think it's pretty close, but you do have to go through a fair bit of trees and whatnot to get there. Alright, we're going to give them just a little bit of a head start. I know there's the headland kind of area, but yeah, we'll just give them a little bit of a head start, and we're just going to bring out another tractor just in case, because I'm pretty sure that we're going to need them at some point to tow stuff back and forth. We could use the forage harvester, but that's kind of rough. Alright, well, this tractor, let's consider it not our backup plan, but our transporting tractor. And this guy, oh, we're daddy. Well, she's going to be plenty of fun, too. So, let's get this pipe unloaded. I mean, pretty big. I don't see why it wouldn't be able to reach that back one. I mean, maybe not, but here we go. We are lowered, and we're grass vacuuming. So, you love to see it. We got two big trailers. We got somebody mowing up a storm for us. Looks like that's kind of their stopping point. I'm happy with that, honestly. I'll take it. We might clean up a little bit of extra that they leave behind, but honestly, if they keep doing that, I'll be one happy Randy. So we'll keep going. Fingers crossed that this pipe can reach our second trailer. If it can, awesome. If it can't, then not a worry. We'll just unhook. We can fill up one trailer at a time while the other one goes and unloads really quick. But thankfully, should be a pretty quick job. Get our new hay barn going in the mix, and you know, we're using all of our big machinery here. It's that garage we have there is coming into play. You know, all of the big things. It's empty today. You know, our combine is at the other field. It's been used just recently. It's going to get used again today at some point. And you know, our big Krone daddy is out there mowing just in the back of the field there. And of course, you know, we're using our forage harvester here. So, you know, altogether, it's like we got like $1 million plus easily worth of machinery rolling around today in the fields. But you know, nothing bad about that. You know, it's that's farm life for you. You know, we've come so far, and it's nice that we can get some help out for some of these things. And we got our grass vacuum, and you know, fingers crossed that second trailer is within reach. Oh, it is amazing, because yeah, I was gonna say no way we're gonna make it all the way around to the other side with how fast we're filling up here. So, you know, definitely no problem with our yield. I don't think it's worth putting that extra time into the field, the grass field. That is our big meadow here, and our other one. But then again, you know, maybe sometime we do. So it's who knows. We'll see how it goes. Of course, this does make life easier, not having a ton of bales sitting around on the field for a little while. Because if we can get it all cleaned up with this guy, then of course that means then we could roll it while it's still like pretty much freshly cut. You know, if they're sitting out there for a while, the issue is it starts growing back by the time we can get out there with the roller, and at that point it's just, you know, kind of pointless because it brings it back to, you know, real short there. But you know, worth it if we can get it done here. Not sure if we're going to be collecting it this way for our next harvest. I don't think we will be. We might be baling those guys up when it gets closer to winter there. But you know, making hay in the summertime here. And, you know, well, there you go. That's pretty much our full lap, you know, of the field. And I'd say we're pretty well full. You know what I mean? Yeah, there you go. So, awesome. Let's, nope, that's not what we want. There we go. Let's just drop that guy off. And that should give us room to squeak in with our other tractor here. We can go get all of it unloaded. And our friend is just absolutely chopping away, so that's awesome. Alright, we're just going to squeeze in here. Something like that. You know, when I started this place, I never really expected I'd have like almost a full John Deere fleet, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty cool to see how far we've come, especially, you know, we've got pretty much all these big tractors just rolling around at ready for our use, you know, for whatever comes our way. We've got enough horsepower to run pretty much anything we would need, and you know, the money just is flowing in. It really was starting everything up north with our lumber that really kicked in the money flow, you know, but and you know what, we've had a lot of good sales too, to be honest with you. That's definitely saved us a lot of money, so there you go. Alright, first time using this bad boy. I want to say our intake is right by the lamppost there, if I'm not mistaken. So, there we go. Look at that. Plenty of space. We can roll right through with this train, and we can just dump it out of the side of these trailers. We don't even need to unhook them. Alright, well, I mean, apparently it wanted it unloaded in here, which is kind of unfortunate. I thought it was on the outside there, but maybe that's just for bales. But it looks like these trailers just fit. Like we couldn't have anything bigger. The forage harvester certainly would not fit in here. So that's not an issue, and luckily we do have enough room to pull right on through, and we can always come through the other way next time if we do need. But yeah, this even when it tips on its side there, that's like pretty much just, I mean, yeah, it raises up that extra, right, and that's kind of what tips it over the edge. But it's pretty much just right at oh, that's not all of it. What's going on here? Alright, that wasn't so bad. That went pretty swell, if I do say so myself. Seems like it's, you know, we've kind of got it down pat. We've experimented a lot with this forage harvester, you know, and using it for the corn and just sunflowers, a few other different things, figuring out the best way to kind of collect all the, well, I guess chaff it used to be, but in this case grass. So, you know, we've come a long way. Looks like they're still plugging along. Hopefully they're not having a problem turning around. We might have sent them a little too far. Alright, we're hooked back up. We got them sorted down at the other end there, and kind of just rejigged the GPS settings a little bit for the field, because this one's really not like a registered field. It is kind of a little bit awkward, you know, so the first kind of couple cuts, you know, we're fine-tuning everything, but it's coming along nicely once you can get it set up. Just takes a little bit of time, but, you know, kind of similar to this field, I guess, you know, our, you know, this whole forage harvesting setup, you know what I mean? Like, it's taken us a while to get it down, but, you know, we're starting to look like a fine art out here, you know? We got the grass vacuum, we got the tandem trailers, you know, we could have even more if we really did want to. We could get the semi-truck out here, but all around, you know, I think this is more than fine. So we'll go clean up this little mess that got made up at the top. Might be a little bit awkward, but if we can do it before the trailers are fully loaded, that would be best. Alright, just try and scoot out of there. Wonderful. Grab this little mist bit, and we'll head back down. So, GT's all around. Let's do it. Alright, we got them set up over on the other field there. We do have that small grass field where our open cow pasture is there, so they're going to get that cut up as well. That shouldn't really take that long, especially compared to this field. So, you know, just trying to think backwards here. If we're trying to get that other harvest done, you know, really the hardest part about that is just having somebody there to empty out the harvester when it gets full. Otherwise, you know, we could just kind of set them free. The baling, however, you know, that part we probably will not be able to get done today, but that's not a huge deal. I would like to get them off there as soon as we can. That way we can get the field turned around. You know, maybe that's where the direct seeder can stay up there. That way we don't need to cultivate it. You know, each time only really need to plow it if it needs that. So that could be the plan if we do end up buying a new one for this side of the ranch. But we'll see how she goes. For now, trying to get all this stuff collected. I don't know if it's such a big job. Part of me is like, you know, there's other stuff to do that could maybe be priority. You know, we just need to get it cut. But like I said, if this can get all picked up, then that means this field could get rolled sooner than later, and later being not at all. So, you know, if we can't get it picked up, that would be great. We're going to try our best. This combo seems to be working pretty well. You know, it definitely wouldn't hurt having somebody else rolling alongside as well, but at the same time, you know, with how much work we have going on elsewhere, stuff's getting done, so I'll take it. Alright, things are coming along pretty well. I did realize that, you know, we can always do our other harvest in the second half of the month. So there's really no reason to, like, rush through everything we got going on today. But that means we can probably get that rolling done, especially now that we picked up all the grass. Awesome. We just obviously have this other field to do, but it's a lot closer, not as big. So should be a lot easier. Figure why not get the roller busted out, and then we can bring that over to the meadow, and then we can grab our other tractor there and bring it back, because our trailers are going to get full pretty quickly here, considering the first one is nearly already almost full. Well, that was deceptive. I thought you were lined up. It was not. Alright, we got them all set up with a little Rudy route, and they should be off. That's awesome. It should roll over the rest of whatever we kind of didn't collect as well. We tried our best to get most of it, and yeah, the field looks a little bit wonky right now, but you know, it should all look wonderful like that once they're all done rolling. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that turns out. But for now, we're going to go get back to collecting the rest of this grass. We probably could make this field into silage, throw it into the other silo, the grass one. We already have about 200,000 liters in there from that one field, so that's pretty awesome, knowing we can get that much, because that definitely is going to be a big help. And our silo of silage was actually already pretty low. That was what pretty much the rest of our hay was used for, was to make some more of that. So wouldn't help to get this guy topped up as well. And then whatever we get for a second cut later in the year, you know, around the winter time, you know, I'm not really too worried about it. We can do whatever we like. You know, we could sell it. We could probably just throw it into the silos and make sure we have like enough for multiple, you know, seasons. And then we know we could definitely just go ahead and pretty much sell everything we make from there. You know, whatever the easiest way that is, making bales, moving those all out, or throwing stuff into a silo over at the feed store, whatever the case is. So either way, looks like they're all done mowing this field. That's awesome. It's looking good. Yeah, I don't know. We'll bang out the rest of this collecting, and it shouldn't take nearly as long as that other field. Oh boy. There we go. But it's working out well with these articulated trailers. They're doing the job. You love to see it. You know, it's been a good day, and don't see why our other field over there wouldn't be finished. It looks like it's, you know, pretty much cultivated from what I can see from here, but I haven't checked it out in a little while, so who knows really. Alright, well, we're pretty much closing in on being finished with this stuff. I suppose this field could get rolled out tomorrow. It doesn't necessarily have to get done tonight, but we're looking good. Of course, we do have that little awkward bit that just won't fit in, you know, the rest of the trailer here, but it is what it is. No harm in that. I feel like we've been pretty effective today. I mean, if you think about it, if we were baling these fields, we would have had to obviously bale all those guys up and then wrap them, or head the grass and then make bales as well, which would have mean we would have to be windrowing, so a lot more jobs would have had to get done, really. And I think we kind of, you know, were really effective. We got both of our grass fields cut in a day and all collected. And on top of it, we got one of them rolled. The other one we can definitely get rolled. I love seeing all of our straw bales packed up in there. It just looks so good. And yeah, we got plenty of hay now. We got plenty of silage. Looking good for, you know, another harvest tomorrow, next month there. And both of our fields got cultivated as well, so we can get slurry put down on at least one of them, maybe a double application, but we'll see how it goes. So that's looking awesome. We definitely have a fair bit of slurry. We got some manure as well. Might not be the worst idea to top up the cows, but at the same time, we're going to have to in the morning. So, you know, I think they'll be fine. I did get them this morning, so they'll be all right. Must be all done rolling. Brought the tractor over here, so that's awesome. You love to see it. But I won't make him get started on this tonight. That definitely can be a easy, quick job to get done tomorrow. Something that we could even maybe do ourselves. Alright, we'll get this last little bit. Got the trailer hooked up. Let's turn on the vacuum. And oversteer as we do. And we'll collect our last two little teensy rows, get them dropped off, and then we're good. We're looking schwonderful. I suppose we could get another load of milk brought over. I'm sure that we have enough to fill up the tank, and it might be even worth upgrading this size of the capacity on that tanker, because it can hold 14,000 liters, but we can definitely bump it up to, I want to say, like 18 or maybe even 20,000 something. So that would definitely cut down on the trips we got to make. But at the same time, you know, if we kind of stay on top of it, then we won't have as many trips to make or that often, you know. So that should be pretty good. If we want to get this guy turned off, I suppose we could, since we're going this way, pick this little tidbit up. Wonderful. But I think that's probably good. We're going to get that pipe folded in, drop you off the trailer there, and we can bring this guy back on over to his home, because he's done a wonderful job for us today. I always forget that I can put silage additive into this guy, and we do actually have some. So, you know, I'm not too worried that we didn't do it today, but just so that we don't forget for next time, we're going to throw some in right now. Alright, 20 liters, it really does go a long way. So that one pallet, like, I think we've only used it once or twice before, but I mean still, once or twice before on the side of the fields we have, it's pretty decent. We'll take that. So, the grass vacuum has done us awesome. I suppose I could have washed them off the same as our Krone Daddy, but that's alright. You know, some things gotta stay dirty, you know. Alright, look at that. There's even room to pull through in this garage. How amazing is that, you know? Who would have thought? So I suppose we can probably close this guy up, actually, considering the combine is not actually over here. Alright, the sleeping giants, good night. Alright, let's get the last little bit of our grass put away, and I'm loving the fact that all these got done. Like, that's just so much field work that's, like, you know, over and done with, you know, for the first time this year. I think we will probably have a second harvest of, you know, some capacity. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to get to its maximum length like we were able to with this first harvest, but you know, it all turned out, I mean, there's no reason to rush over to it, considering we have plenty of goods now at this point. So last little bit of grass, drop you off. You love to see it. We do have some saplings and stuff like that we could get planted in the ground too at some point, so that's definitely a job that we can have on the agenda. These trailers, they might be needed for our other harvest. I'm not exactly sure, so we'll see how that goes. Kind of keep an eye on it, because we don't have a silo. I mean, we do have a silo up there, but we don't have belts, so you know, it's going to be kind of tough. Alright, that's looking good. Got him dropped off. And we can pull this guy back in here. Alright, alright. Our roller's all set up for tomorrow, so you love to see that. And this is kind of deceptive, pardon this here, considering it cannot go out that way. Oh yeah. Well, it looks like there was no problem getting this field done. It looks great. And of course it does need lime, so yeah, it's we're gonna hold off on getting the fertilizer down on this one, the slurry rather, until the lime's down, because that needs to get done. Our other fields all look fine for now, but I'm not sure the conditions of our ones up north, but I mean really they should be fine. They were just created and we did put lime down on them. We picked all the rocks, so they shouldn't really need too much. We can probably, you know, like I said, use that direct drill and just get everything planted on there. No problem. But you know, I'm loving the steering with these tracks on here. You know, it is very tight, so you can't go like full crank with an implement on here. But you know, you can definitely get some really nice turns in there and plenty of traction with these guys. So that is awesome. But you know, there's lots to get done. We're gonna try and smooth out the corner of that field if we can. I'm not sure really what we can do, but we're gonna try our best. You know, maybe some of the hills that we have, you know, on our other field there. What am I thinking here, Rans? You know, we got milk, we got plants or trees to plant. You know, just all around, tons of stuff that we got to get done. A whole nother harvest, bales to collect. You know, flour in the mix. It's a crazy time out here. This looks like it would fit, but then you know you pull up actually to the garage, and you know what? Maybe it will because of the tracks. We're gonna try it out because I mean the wheels with all the air in them, really that's what like makes it so tall. Obviously it is a tall tractor, but oh my gosh, it's just this little beacon on top. That's what's stopping us. Wow. All right, well. We'll just take him in the big door, not a problem. But, you know, I was looking at our new tractor in there with the tracks, all shiny, hasn't been dirtied up by our fields just yet. So, if we're going to park this guy next to him, I want him looking nice and clean as well, you know what I mean? There we go. Oh, these darn stairs, I tell you what. Alright, well... you know, certainly makes this tractor look a heck of a lot smaller. Pretty sweet though, right? Alright, well, you know, we've gotten a lot done today. We've got a lot to do next month as well. You know, the work never stops around here. You know how it is. So, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your support. And, you know, we'll see you in the next episode. I don't know. It started off as like just a little accident, and then I leaned into it, and then it just kind of kept happening. So I don't know what's going on there. But hey, what can you do, right? Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. That's the long and the short. So we'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. I feed the